Greetings, all you Starfinders out there. I'm David, the Digital Dungeon Master, and in this particular video, we are going to be taking a look at the Half-Orc Legacy race from the Starfinder core rulebook. Half-Orcs have both human and orc ancestry and are the result from the union of orcs and humans. They usually stand a bit taller than humans and have strong, muscular builds with green and gray skin. Many half-orcs have tusk-like canines protruding from their lower jaws, as well as slightly pointed ears and large brows that give them a brooding appearance. Half-orcs are fairly uncommon on the Pact Worlds, with the highest concentration living within the caverns of Apostae as unwilling servants to the Drow who long ago conquered that planet. Unfortunately, most of the free half-orcs who inhabit the rest of the solar system are not treated much better due to their traditional prejudices stretching back into the gap. The fact that these prejudices sometimes drive half-orcs to become exactly the brutal criminals society expects only reinforces this negative cycle. Those half-orcs who do find acceptance tend to do so within enclaves of their own kind or in militaristic orders. Though society funnels them towards roles as soldiers, operatives, and intimidating envoys, some find solace as mechanics, preferring machines to people. They get along particularly well with the Vesk mercenary groups, as the reptilian aliens lack the traditional prejudices of the Pact Worlds. Some half-orcs, frustrated with society's judgment of them due to their appearance, decide to accentuate their differences and take to extreme body modifications. This subculture uses piercings, plastic surgery, and even cybernetic enhancements to express themselves and set themselves apart from the mainstream. Most half-orcs usually stand between 5 to 7 feet tall and weigh around 130 to 200 pounds. They're considered adults around the age of 14 and naturally live up to around 80 years of age. So the half-orc is going to give you the freedom to give yourself a +2 bonus to any ability score of your choice. You're also going to get a 6 base hit point pool. Now, the hit points are going to help you out for any class that you decide to take. And as for the +2 to any ability score, it is going to give you the freedom while playing that half-orc to choose any character that you want and put that +2 to any of the primary ability scores for those classes. Now, you're not going to get a second +2 bonus to an ability score like the other races do, but on the other side of the coin, you're not going to get a -2 to an ability score either. So like I said, that +2 to any one ability score, especially to a class's primary ability score, gives you the freedom to choose whatever you want. So for classes, it's an open field. And if you want to go with the Envoy, which is a charisma-based character, dump your +2 into your charisma. You'll get a bonus for your Envoy improvisations, also for your bluff checks, for your diplomacy checks, for your disguise checks, pretty much any kind of check that's based off of charisma. Now, if you want to go with the mechanic, which is an intelligence-based class, your intelligence bonus will give you a little bit of help with your mechanical tricks. It'll help you with all of your science-based skill checks. It will also help you with your skill ranks per level. If you want to go with the mystic, which is a wisdom-based class, that wisdom bonus will help you with your spell attacks, your spell saving throw DCs. It'll give you some bonus spells. If you want to go with the operative is a dexterity-based class. It'll help you with your ranged weaponry, with your defenses, all of your dexterity-based checks, like acrobatics. It'll help you with sleight of hand and with stealth. If you decide to go with the Solarion, which is a charisma-based class, the base hit points of 6 that you get for Half-Orc is really going to help you out, seeing that this is a melee-focused character. And the charisma that you're going to put into it will help you with your stellar revelations. Also, if you decide to go with the strength, instead, you can put your 2 points into strength, which will help you with your melee. If you decide to go with the soldier, you have a couple of choices there. Plus you have the 6 base hit points, which is always going to be a help for any type of soldier that you play. But if you decide to go with a ranged weapon type of soldier, then go with a +2 to your dexterity. And that'll help you with your ranged weaponry. It'll also help you with your defenses. If you decide to go the melee route with your soldier, then dump those 2 points into strength. It'll help you with your melee weaponry, give you a little bit more of a bulk bonus as well. Finally, if you decide to go with the Technomancer, which is an intelligence-based class, you can put your ability score bonus into your intelligence. And that's going to give you a slight increase on your spell attack. It's going to help you a little bit with your saving throw DCs. It's going to help you with your skill ranks. Every time you go up a level, it'll help you with those. And finally, it'll give you a little bit of a bonus to your bonus spells as well. Now, as for themes, it just depends on the class that you want to take. You can take themes to kind of give you that little bit of a bonus, which each theme gives you a +1 to an ability score. So if you need a little bit more strength with melee weaponry, or maybe strength carrying for your bolt, then go with the mercenary. If you need a little bit more defense or maybe some help with your ranged weaponry, then get a dexterity theme like the ace pilot or maybe the outlaw. Then if you need any kind of stamina point pool bonus, think you may be a little bit light on the health, but although with the Half-Orc, you're going to get a 6 base hit point pool. But if you need more con, if you need more stamina points, then go ahead and take either the Bounty Hunter or the Spacefarer. If you need a little bit more intelligence, then go with the Scholar. If you need a little bit more wisdom to help with those bonus spells and everything else, go with the Priest. And finally, if you need some charisma, maybe if you're playing an envoy, then go ahead and take the Xenoseeker or the Icon. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the racial features that your Half-Orc is going to get starting at level 1. First off, you are going to be considered a medium-sized humanoid, and your speed will be 30 feet of movement per round. Next, as a Half-Orc, you are going to get dark vision, and this is where you're going to be able to see out 60 feet in darkness, and you'll be able to see in black and white. Now you can go to page 263 in the Starfinder Core Rulebook to read more about how darkness works. Next, you are going to get intimidating. This is where you as a Half-Orc are going to get a +2 permanent racial bonus to all of your intimidation skill checks. Now, this bonus is especially going to be helpful if you decide to play an envoy. Also, as a Half-Orc, you will get self-sufficient. This is where you're going to get a +2 permanent racial bonus to all survival checks. And lastly, you are going to get Orc Ferocity. This is where when you take damage and it takes you to 0, but yet it doesn't kill you outright, you will go ahead and be able to continue the fight and press on until the start of your next turn. That means, yes, you do not go down and you do not have to worry about the death and dying mechanics and rules. But however, if you take any other damage before the start of your next turn, then you will go to 0, you will be unconscious, and then you will have to worry about the death and dying rules. Now you can do this a total of 1 time per day, and you can go to page 250 in the Starfinder Core Rulebook to read more about the rules and mechanics on death and dying. So there we are, Starfinders. That is the Half-Orc Legacy race from the Starfinder Core Rulebook. Now down in the comments section below, I want to know what you think of the Half-Orc Legacy race and what classes and themes you would use. Also, if you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you did, please do me a huge favor, folks, and give me a thumbs up. I would really greatly appreciate it. And you can check out all of my other Starfinder, Dungeons & Dragons 5e, and Fantasy Grounds videos here on my YouTube channel. Once again, everybody, my name is David, the Digital Dungeon Master, and until next time, happy gaming and stay safe.